Black Panther vs. Aquaman. We'll be scaling the characters off and then going with the verdict. Starting off with Aquaman, well, yes, I've gone over this before. Aquaman, all his versions are, well, so long as they're the primer versions, are canon, with him scaling to characters like Despero, Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, and Superman, because he was able to go 1 minute with this giant of a man who beat Superman in less than a minute. And Superman scales to multiversal, and from my past videos that I've done, he also has a really resilient armor, and his body is quite durable, with his durability and strength scaling to it as well. And his speed does as well, since he's able to combat these characters. And he is faster on land than on water, with one example of his speed underwater being when he got a human baby out from underwater in less time than it took for the baby to need to breathe. And since he can keep up with Wonder Woman, well, and Wonder Woman can keep up with him, they're very much equal, with Wonder Woman being put at that infinite speed label. Aquaman is also able to telepathically control and mess with other telepaths like white Martians, being able to give them seizures. He can here are some other examples of his telepathic abilities. And he can also not just control fish, but control birds as well, with him also having a telepathic sonar, letting him stop stealth attacks on him. And a neat little thing about his physiology is that he can breathe in space and has a resistance to heat, as well as cold temperatures, as well. The depths of the ocean increase in pressure and decrease in temperature. Now, with Aquaman's trident, he has several unique things he can do with it, like shooting energy blasts, teleporting in water, sorry about that, and manipulating the weather to shoot down lightning bolts at his foes. And, well, for weaknesses, if he is out of water for he has a window for how long he can be out of water for, 24 hours. But once he gets enough liquids in him, he can go right back to his peak. And this liquid can be anything from water to another person's blood. Yeah, Aquaman's hardcore. Now on to Black Panther's scaling. This is a quick explanation of his powers right here, for all those that don't know. With his powers come enhanced senses, with him having night vision, the ability to tell when someone's lying, and he can hear things from miles away. He also has strength and durability enough to handle the likes of Namor, and yes, he does scale to him. He has fought Namor several times, with Namor being someone that can battle the Savage Hulk. And yes, this has been shown over the years, but he does not scale to Hulk's prime power, with him being able to break time in a single punch. And yes, Black Panther does have solid scaling above light speed attacks, with him being able to dodge lasers. And considering Namor's scaling off of Hulk and Hulk scaling off of other characters. Panther certainly is up there in terms of speed, mainly closer to the immeasurable side of things, with him scaling to characters that can cross the universe in less than a second. And he is quite adept with everything he has, with him being quite flexible. Now, moving on to his magic. He is able to enchant things to the point that characters like Doctor Doom can't break through it, with Doctor Doom scaling to Mephisto, the Lord of Hell, whom, when he battled Galactus, threatened the entire multiverse. So, yeah. Panther has some pretty powerful magics. Black Panther, aka the King of the Dead, has the ability to, well, summon the dead to help him fight in battle, and command the dead, allowing him to control zombies and ghosts alike, and use them in battle to help him fight foes, which also includes using spiritual spears against his opponents. As for other things the Panther has, he has a mental resistance in his head, allowing him to reflect telepathic attacks upon him back onto his foes. He also has a strong resistance to temperatures, well, extreme temperatures, but it's mainly him ignoring it, like him ignoring being shot through the chest. Mainly out of sheer adrenaline. And in terms of skills, the Panther is able to outsmart and skill Silver Surfer by using the muscles in his body, and by twisting Silver Surfer's arm in such a way he's able to restrain him, even though Surfer highly outclasses him in terms of power and speed. Well, mainly power. He also is quite adept in pressure point combat and other forms of martial arts. Now, moving on to the Black Panther's technology, starting off with his suit. It can absorb kinetic energy, making things as small as bullets fall to the ground as they do little damage. Knives break on impact from the vibranium suit, and other forces of energy like sonic blasts do little to no damage. He also has oh, it's also insulated, allowing him to be protected from electrical blasts, and magnetically insulated to protect him against Magneto. So, pretty good. And it also has a weird ability where it can manipulate the molecules in a opponent. This is very situational, but it's what helped him defeat Hydro Man, being composed of purely water. And the suit also lets him take 0 fall damage. It also lets him track sounds in the area, and, well, absorb kinetic energy of attacks. It absorbs energy far better, but it does absorb physical damage as well, allowing it to blast everywhere, but it can be overloaded. I would say around Multi-Continental is where it starts getting overloaded, but that's the idea. It mainly is a short bursts of power for the Panther. Black Panther also has invisibility with his technology, along with a teleporter in it. And uh, knockout gas in his fingertips, razor sharp claws, obviously for climbing stuff or tearing apart his foes, and razor blades, which are used more than his claws, but they can be used to bypass an opponent's durability, like when he stabbed through Ultron's adamantium armor. And yes, no, not armor, but his body, stabbing through him, attacking his circuitry inside. And they can be programmed to, whenever he throws them, they go right for his opponent, like a tracking knife, you know, like a in Titanfall, when you shoot the bullets through the tracking gun, it hits the opponent yeah, aim down the sights extraordinarily accurately, for apparently no good reason. Cheap bastards. Always using that gun. Now on to Black Panther vs. Aquaman, and yes, I only have this image up because I think it's funny. Aquaman is far stronger and faster than Black Panther, and overall, mainly because of the stat advantage that Aquaman has, and the fact that he has telepathy, allowing him to not needing to use it for offense, but he can use its sonar ability where he can sense the minds of people around him. He can stop Black Panther's attempts at stealth and then beat him down. Black Panther's tricks won't work for long, especially against someone who is a far greater combatant. Black Panther is not the best hand-to-hand fighter in Marvel, and when compared to being able to take on Wonder Woman, Black Panther would just be curb stomped. So, yeah, this Panther's dying tonight. Wanted to say thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification to know when new videos come out. And I will see you next time. Bye.